When you're standing on the stage, can you look like Nintendo didn't force you to be there?
Right.
And secondly, like you're at a hostage situation. Just chill out, all right? Relax your shoulders, all right? It's okay. Dang, we know you haven't done very well with Nintendo, but geez.
We know you
And
haven't
then
done
when he
very
was
well.
up there, I said they're gonna announce either a Madden or a FIFA. And what they do, they announced the freaking FIFA that we already know is gonna come out there. That's a given that a FIFA is gonna be on there. I mean, come on now.
Well, nobody cares about FIFA. We want Mario Strikers again. That's what we really want.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I don't know. If EA is going to involve themselves, then involve yourself 100%. You're never 100% on board. So disappointing.
They always start off like they are. They talk a good game. They did the same thing with Wii U. They talk a good game. They had Mass Effect out there for you, a whole bunch of stuff, and then it was always later on as the system moves, and they always turn the other way.
Yeah.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I expect nothing less from them again because that's what they do. They did that on the Wii also. You remember Boogie?
Mm-hmm.
Boogie on the
Yeah.
Where's my Boogie? Where my Boogie 2 at?
Yeah.
No, I don't want no sequel.
Yeah, and what are some other titles? Do you have the list in front of you?
Yeah. So there's going to be Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is cool, but I already have, so I'm not excited to purchase that again. FIFA, like we were just mentioning, there's going to be a Fire Emblem Warriors. That's still to be determined when that's
I mean, there wasn't much information about that, but that should be a pretty exciting title.
Yeah. Springtime, we'll be seeing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and ARMS.
See, I'm okay with Mario. I mean, I already have Mario Kart 8, but I'll be probably buying Deluxe because they added Splatoon characters and just to be able to play online with the updated people.
So I know you pre-ordered ARMS.
KJ.
Give it a chance.
Don't play. I'm ARM's biggest fan right now. Okay, KJ? Oh, no. I thought ARMS looked dumb as heck.
I'm about those coils. I like those coils.
Why they don't walk up on each other, I don't know. Some people fight in the streets like that. So maybe that's where they got the idea with the punch coming from way back here.
Right.
But, I don't know. We'll see. ARMS. Good Lord, of all the games to come up with.
It might be fun. From the trailer, it shows them using the Joy-Con with the punching motions. So I don't know if you're actually going to be able to utilize that or not. I mean, if you can really direct the punches by turning your punch, then it might be fun to
that's what they said. Like,
game.
you'll be able to throw hooks and stuff. The guy was talking about that.
So that might be fun.
I think that the Joy-Con is probably, I mean, without touching it myself, it looks like a really, really advanced controller. I will say that. Especially the stuff they were talking about with, like, being able to feel how many ice cubes are in a glass. I mean, if that's true and it's really that good, then and that advanced, especially with the gyroscope, it might have something to it.
Hopefully, because that will be justification for ARMS.
Yes.
So, just to demonstrate, what you can do with the Joy-Con. So I won't completely crap on it just yet. Even though I'll admit I was highly disappointed from how the trailer was cut when they had them walk up super cool like they were about to actually battle.
Oh my God. And those two people did not match. That guy was out of a straight Just for Men gel commercial, and that girl was like, they did not match at all. That was the weirdest commercial ever.
I thought it was about to go down.
It made me feel...
Yeah, the way it starts, we thought something like Tekken or something serious,
Listen, at the end of it, I just felt like I was in a $10 clearance bin.
Sounds about right.
I mean, that's it.
It's like $10. Can I get that half off?
Damn. That's when you're at Walmart and you're getting like Jackie Chan DVDs and you look over, you're like, oh snap, what's that?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm a big Tetris fan. The last time I played a really good Tetris was Tetris DS. They had so many modes on there. I love Tetris, but I don't want to pay full price for it. Again, it's kind of like a Bomberman to me.
Mm.
Or like a downloadable title that's like on there, like I just don't feel like I'm gonna go out and pay $60 for that. But I love Tetris.
Mm.
Classically, it's the best puzzle game out there, period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It survived the test of time like Pac-Man.
It did.
You know? Let's talk a little bit more about that Joy-Con. The fact that, you're getting two controllers at launch. That's pretty cool. And then you saw, you can pull them apart and you got two of them. And then you can screenshot capture is an option on that on either. What impressed me is that either controller you can screen capture and do everything.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that maybe one controller could do this. No, actually, they both can do everything. Like the rumble we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot happening right there.
Well, and I like that they highlighted during presentation all the innovations that Nintendo has brought to the game as far as hardware. And I've always been a huge proponent of the fact that Nintendo has brought a lot to the table as far as innovation. Like they said, Rumble Pack, joystick, a handle on the GameCube that was too early. And yeah, they may have been too early. They've been too early with a lot of things. Game Boy wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for their innovation, and that blew up like crazy. So
Game Boy had games though when it came out.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
I'm sorry. I see 5 games, man. I'm just like, what the hell, man? I'm sorry.
I know, and it is disappointing, but we've seen this before from Nintendo, and I'm really happy that that all of their innovation has led to this, because it's just really cool to see, and the controller is a huge part of that. Like you said, it's an all-in-one. The only issue I see really is it's pretty small. Like, a lot of people's hands are going to have trouble just, I don't see people really just using one Joy-Con a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Males especially. They're not going to be able to use that Joy-Con, on a regular basis. But then again, I don't think that's what it's for, really. I don't think that you're going to be using one single Joy-Con in your house. It's going to be like, oh, hey, I ran into such and such, or, whatever. That's what they're really trying to do with that one Joy-Con.
Which, yeah, that's really cool. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, man. Hey, get in on this,
Yeah. Yeah. Or, if you take it somewhere with you, and there's a lot of kids that cannot put their tablets down. Now, if they bring their Switch and there's another kid there, I can see that working out perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's all right. I just don't. Yeah, I mean, this trailer with like a bunch of dudes at the sports arena sitting around a table. Will that be happening? Probably not. But I see where they're going with it. Or if you're on a plane, I can totally see the plane scenario. And you brought your Switch or whatever.
Yeah. It's just like, well, let's play Switch for, a couple hours on the plane.
Right.
Off, and then, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm really excited to see how involved this controller really is, especially after that little tidbit. I don't know why that ice cubes in the glass just got me.
Why do you think it's so expensive though? Because I'm looking here and it's $80 if you want to get it together with the connector.
Mhm.
Or otherwise it's $50 per Joy-Con, or $50 for the sticks. And then it's an additional, $30 for the connector as well. So if you buy them separately.
Yeah, the only explanation that I have for that is probably that the controller hardware is probably the most expensive for them to make. I mean, computer hardware is getting cheaper and cheaper. It may be just as expensive for them to make that controller as almost the hardware.
Right.
But yeah, it's a really high price point. And like I was saying before we got on here, you know, I went to reserve it today, and I wasn't sure if I should reserve a Joy-Con with the charger and pay $90 or a Pro controller, which, did they have a price point on that yet? Because
$70
when I
for
was,
the Pro controller.
and save yourself $30, and I know. It's reaching deep into your pocketbook, that's for sure, for these accessories anymore.
Yeah. But if you get the Pro controller, then you're playing by yourself, or you're playing with 3-player instead of 4.
Or you could just pan out the $30 for the Joy-Con and, you know, have 4 Joy-Cons and then essentially 8 controllers. You can't even reserve the Pro controller right now for some odd reason. But I reserved the Joy-Con thinking, well, I guess I'll just figure it out when I get here, what to pick up. I'm just not really sure yet. Yeah, it's fun.
The Super Nintendo colors would be dope. The purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the gray.
Yeah.
I'll add.
Yeah. I'm confused why they put 2 different colors. I guess that goes back to the idea that they're 2 different controllers, maybe. They're 2 entities in of themselves. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. Yeah. I ordered the typical, they call it gray. I mean, the console's black, but the controllers are like a dark gray. But yeah, I'm sure that we'll see some more fun colors in the future for sure. They'll be coming out with that Super NES color palette. No doubt about that.
Yeah, that I mean, I think that would really look good on that system, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But if we're moving on to a different aspect of the Switch here, the $299 price point is on point, okay? Before they announced it, I was like, this better be $299. This better be $299. And sure enough,
they heard you.
Sure enough, like, my voice went straight to the president of Nintendo, and there it was, $299. And I was like, okay then. But they may be making up that price point in the price of the controller. Gee, the price of the controller is a third of the system.
Yeah.
That's how they're doing it. That's how it's so affordable.
Yeah.
But I guess if they have to do it some kind of way, that's the way to do it instead of the dreaded PlayStation 3 price point, $599, $699. No, God, no.
It gives them room to drop it down to $250 or drop it down for just the system to $250 eventually, and put the bundles at $300.
Right.
So still make a little bit of money, and then milk all of the money off of the accessories, things like that. So,
what do you guys think about? I mean, what games do you want for the system? Like, are you looking forward to anything? Like, when you think of the Switch, is there something that you want to see, since we're, you know, kind of disappointed by the launch? What is it that we want exactly?